This is a video review of the Nikon D3200 DSLR. As a new photographer, when you first get a DSLR, some of the buttons and features on these things can be a little bit intimidating. I'm making this video in hopes that it can help you get over the hump, that initial hump of not knowing what to do, where to go, and what each button does, and help you get started so you can go out there and start taking incredible pictures right away. This was my first DSLR, so I want to make that a point and say happy shooting to all you amateur photographers. Let's get started. Let me show you how to do this. Let's go. Just really quickly, some of the features of this camera are a 24 megapixel CMOS sensor, which can produce decent, very nice large images even in low light and at high ISOs. That's one of the reasons that I like it so much. It was a great beginner camera. It was the first one I got, and a lot of people's perception is they say, oh, get them something cheap and let them learn on it, and then we'll get them something nice later. This is not that. This is a very nice camera which will be able to take strong, nice images from the beginning. Okay, so here it is, the Nikon D3200. The first button I want to cover is obviously going to be the power button, which is here, which you use to turn the camera on and off. Without that, you're not going anywhere. Also on the front, we have the lens ejector button. That's what I call it. Press that button, turn that, and it takes your lens out. And in order to put your lenses in, you just line up those two white dots there. See those two white dots? Turn that, it clicks in place, and you're good to go. These two buttons here are, this is the force flash button. I press that and it brings up my flash for flash photography. Close that back down. And this here is the function button. The function button is a customizable button that allows quick access to the predetermined menu options. Okay? Out of the box, it allows you to quickly change your ISO settings without going into the menu, which can save you some time. So that's three buttons here, and this is an auto and manual switch depending on what mode you're shooting in on the lens. I usually work in manual mode. I do most of my shooting in manual, in programming mode. These buttons here, this is the red dot button there is for shooting video. You press that button down and it starts recording your video. You press it again when you want to stop recording video. And this your info button will display information about what you're doing in the viewfinder. See, it's in live mode right now. Press info, it presented that information, that grid, and then some more information that you want to view in the viewfinder. I usually leave that off because in my opinion, it crowds the screen, and I like it more clear. It just shows me what mode I'm in, the P, and everything else is clear. And I'm able to shoot, focus, zoom, do what I got to do. Okay, so here you have your play button, which allows you to play back images. Let me see if I can press the button there. Allows you to scroll back and forth through your images. Okay, this button here is the menu button, which lets you access and change the camera's custom controls. These are the zoom buttons, zoom in and zoom out. As you can see, I'm zooming into my image and I'm zooming back out. And this here is the I button, which lets you change it. It's a change information button where you can change the focus modes or the ISO, etc. This here is the trash button, which lets you dispose of images when you don't want those images. Oh, right there is the trash button. And this here is the release mode button. With it, you can set up how the camera responds when you hit the shutter button, or you can delay. Like I've taken a lot of shots where I've been the only person there. So I would set up a delay and then I'd go and pose, or you can do it for shots where you want to take longer shutter speeds, like light trails and things like that. You can set that up and you don't have to touch the camera because any vibration of your hands will affect the shot. So you set up a delay and you won't have to worry about things like that. Okay, so that is that button there. This is the live button, which takes you in the live mode. And this button here is where you scroll through. For example, if I go to this mode and I don't like this picture, I press the trash button, and the OK button inside there is what I press to delete them. Now on other menu screens, it's got directional buttons where you can press those and it helps you scroll through the menus. And that's the buttons on the back. There's also this button here, which is the auto exposure lock and auto focus lock, which I don't much use, but it allows you to lock your exposure in. It allows you to lock your exposure and focus before taking the shot. Again, that's something I don't use. And this dial here allows you to make your changes depending on what mode you're in. If you're in aperture priority mode, you scroll through this here and it changes. As it is right now, I'm not in any mode, so I'm in programming mode. So when I push that, it changes through my photos, since I'm actually in playback mode. But if I go back to this, see it's changing my settings, my f-stop there. It changes depending on what mode you're in. This button back here, just to the side of the viewfinder, is a diopter adjustment control. And what it does is it lets you change the focus of the viewfinder when you're focusing. It says it's mostly for people who wear glasses, and I don't wear glasses, so I won't be the authority on that. So that's what that particular button does itself. And that pretty much covers the back of the camera. This camera is the first DSLR that I ever bought. So this video is coming from a guy who actually started his photography career with one of these, and not just somebody who bought it just to do a review for a YouTube video. It's definitely a good camera. I've had some outstanding images, which you will see flashing by as I'm talking right now. And it's a camera that holds a special place to me in my heart because it's helped me get started. So now what I'm doing now is trying to help other people learn how to do it. Giving them a jump start on it, because I didn't take the time to sit and get that jump start and learn all of it. I basically got the camera and ran out and said I'm ready to go shoot. So hopefully this gives you guys a head start on taking some great pictures. And now I'm going to flash some pictures by that I've taken with the Nikon D3200 just to show you guys how it helped me. And there you have it. There's my review of the Nikon D3200. Appreciate you guys sitting with me and watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And all the photographers out there, happy shooting.